Let's fix the camera. All right. What's up? For those who are watching the replay, happy freaking Thursday. All right. Let's see. Yes, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Okay. I don't want the whole thing. Maybe need that. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay. We got room. Boom, bam. Okay. Hello, hello. What's up? Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me fix this. This is a little too high. What's up? What's up? Thank you for the rose. Is this, I feel like this is a little off. Happy Thursday. Hello, Miss Nancy. How are you doing? Okay. Okay. I think we'll figure out that, or we'll stay there. Okay. Is it Cole? I'm gonna call you Cole. Can I call you Cole? How do you pronounce your name? Is it Kolsk, or is that just like your is that like a first name, last initial? All right. Oh, Colleen. Thank you for clearing that up for me. It's a combo. Hello, shenanigans. I love shenanigans. Let's get into some shenanigans. Happy Thursday, y'all. My name is Angelica. I am offering free and paid readings tonight. And my free readings are going to be short, concise. What's up, Sarah? I'm glad to see you in here again. It's nice to have everybody here while everybody's kind of gathering in. How is everybody doing? How is life? How is the weather? One second. How's life? How's the weather? Where you from? How you been? You've been better? I understand that. Recovering from brain surgery. So we're sending you lots of love and lots of healing vibes. Confusing, but glad I'm here. And we're glad to have you here, shenanigans. It's lovely. It's lovely to have you here. Life is messy, but the weather is great where I'm at. Nice. Nothing beats good weather, right? It's been hot. Recovering from my knee replacement. Sending you some healing vibes there, Melissa. Life is good, and so is the weather in Nebraska. Yay, Nebraska! But all went well. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. We're glad to hear that. Recovering from a chronic illness. Congratulations to be on the mend. That's beautiful. All right, y'all. My name is Angelica. I'm a reader, a healer, a quantum healer at that, a bridge, a catalyst, a medium, a channel. I go by a lot of different labels. And tonight I'm offering free and paid readings. What's up, Darlene? How are you? So I am offering free and paid readings, and so my free readings are kind of mini. They're going to be compact, very short answers. If you have a yes or no question, this would be good for a mini reading, right? So let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. For the free mini readings, leave a comment with your name and a question. It could be yes or no, yes. General, open, health, career, etc. I don't do pregnancy or fertility. Okay. You've never had a reading? What? You've never had a reading? I keep saying the wrong thing. 1 second. We can tell English is not my first language. So I don't do pregnancy or fertility. We're human, right? We're all human here, right? And then keep them to one question only if you do have a question, okay? So I am also offering paid readings. The free mini readings are small, concise, short. They're not going to have a lot of information to them, okay? So if you want a little bit something more in depth, I would encourage you to do a paid reading, okay? And my paid services are as follows. So I don't just offer paid readings, but I do offer other services. So I do readings, energy work, energy clearing, mediumship, so connecting to people like loved ones that have passed, and then multi-dimensional mediumship, if I can even say it, which is connecting to multi-dimensional aspects of yourself and or guides, okay? If you ever feel weird, or not even weird, but if you ever want to see me do a paid reading first or one of my other paid services, check out my YouTube channel and go to the TikTok playlist, because I have all of my past lives on there, and you can watch those before investing, okay? Okay, so the way the free readings work is that I just allow, I scan the comments, and I allow myself to, my own intuition and spirit to kind of guide me to who I need to be, just to who needs to be read, okay? And if you do pay or you need help paying, oh, I didn't say that, right? All the links to donate or to donate for a paid service are in my profile, okay? You click the link and you scroll all the way down, and you will see like Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, okay? And then you gotta let me know in the comments, because I don't always get notified right away. Thank you for the beer, G. What up, G? And I will say that my specialty when I read people is about self-awareness. So sometimes we ask a question, and then what I hear from your guides, from your spirit team, guides me sometimes to another topic. So just be aware. But I always do, I feel like I do answer the question or, the subject that you want me to. Aloha! Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. I'm scanning the comments now. I feel like, there we go. What are the prices again? There's the prices, my dear. So $25 for readings, $39 for energy work and energy clearing. Your intentions are also brought into play. So I always ask people's intentions as well. $39 for mediumship and $39 for multi-dimensional mediumship. If you want to learn more about me and what I do and want to book a private reading, I also have those on my website. Okay. I hope that helps. Leonor Luis. Okay. Ollie, you're asking, will the agent I submitted to accept me and my book? Let me just listen for a second while I connect. Let me find you first, because that always helps. All right, there you are. Okay. I got you. So let me feel into this. Let's see. Book. All right, agent. So it's always important to remember that there are many different timelines that we might be potentially going down at any time based on our choices. Okay, so I'm saying this because I'm going to encourage you to keep your hopes up and your spirits up. And no matter what this agent says, know that you're going to find an agent, or you're going to find someone that is going to. This person, it feels a little iffy. I don't know if it's because you feel a little iffy. A lot of times it's going to reflect, because you're asking if you're ready. Okay. If you're asking if you're ready, it's probably the right step. When we take a bigger step, into a bigger pond, we're typically not going to be ready. So it's probably a good sign that you're not ready. Or if you're feeling like, oh no, just keep cultivating confidence. Okay. This person, I feel like, okay, so this person and the situation now is reflecting your iffiness about yourself and about, acceptance, because you're asking about acceptance. So I would focus right now, you accepting yourself, you knowing that you have something to share with the world, and that no matter if this person accepts it or not, someone is going to accept it, and you are going to find someone to publish. Okay. I'm saying this because of the energy I feel from you, and it feels a little like this. So that's reflecting the timeline you're walking down right now. So if you work on your confidence, this person might come back and be like, all right, cool. Yes. All right. It always depends on our state of being. So work on your state of being. Okay. Work on feeling appreciation, gratitude, confidence. You have something to share with the world, and it's going to fucking get out there no matter what. Okay. No matter what this person says, who fucking cares? You're going to be relentless in your pursuit to share your voice with the world. Okay. Focus on that feeling and then see how things shift, whether you feel ready for it or not. Okay. Because your reluctance is kind of shifty, and it's affecting the outcome. Okay. So walk with more confidence, relentless confidence, and know that what you have to share is going to be very, very valuable to someone or many people. Okay. I hope that helps. I know that's a little vague, but I can only give you what I feel. Hi, Ellie. Prices are the same. I'm not sure. Here are my prices, Ellie. I don't remember the last time that you were here, Ellie, but it's good to see you again, my dear. But prices, I think, are the same. I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? I've fixed that twice. The tagline literally says free paid readings. Yeah. I've literally fixed that, and no matter how many times it's supposed to say free and paid readings, it literally keeps saying the same fucking thing. So what's going on there? All right. I'm still scanning through the comments, y'all. Hold on one second. All right, Lenore, you paid for a reading, my dear. It looks like you did. It looks like you got the Venmo to go through. That, a lot of times it's, certain forces just don't want the stuff to be, to get the things through. But if you keep at it. But I did see that you paid for one, Lenore. Let me know how I can serve you. What kind of reading do you want, my dear? You did. You did. You did it right. Let me put you on the list while I wait for you. Yeah, I spelled your name right. Okay, cool. And if anybody else wants to get on the list for a reading, let me know. I have about four more. 4 more spots. Spots. I see you, Ellie. I'm checking now. Okay. Oops. Okay, you're asking for mediumship. All right, cool. Ellie, my dear, while I'm waiting for, you said, okay. Lenore says, general reading. Lately, I've been overthinking too much and need help. Okay, I got you. I got you, Lenore. Ellie, what kind of mediumship are you looking for? No worries. What kind of mediumship? Are you looking to bring in somebody specific and connect with somebody specific, or are you just open? Okay, open. All right. You said it before I could even say all the things. Hold on. General for Leonore, and then Ellie. Okay. No, oops. Medium. All right. Okay. All right. They're both. So I start with free, Vicky, I start with free readings, and then as people pay, then I switch over to paid. Okay. I kind of just, I kind of go in wherever the energy goes in order to serve as many people as I can. Okay. So Leonore. All right. If anybody else does pay for a reading, let me know in the comments, okay? So Lenore, my dear, Lenore, I'm going to find you first. Okay, and you said general. Okay, yeah, all right. So we're going to go to feeling to call, we're going to pull a couple cards. Oh, what the heck? I have way too many utensils up here. Okay. So I'm just going to ask for the highest, most benevolent messages for Lenore or Leonore. Sorry, I don't mean to butcher your name. For her highest and best good. For her on her journey and her highest and best good. Okay, all right. So you're saying, Lenore, that you were overthinking, overanalyzing. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of static in the head, in the headspace. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, all right. Let's pull one more. Let's pull one more. Ooh. We all have gifts, Sarah. It's just a matter of uncovering them and being receptive to what they may look like, how they may come across. A lot of times we have them and we don't even realize them. They're right there in front of our face, but we're not receptive or, receptive enough. Whoa. Okay. No, that's just one. I'm just looking for one more. Okay. So there's one. I'm hearing to pull one more card before I get started. Where are we going? Where are we going? There it is. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Lenore, are you ready? Leonore? Your first card is, I just want to say that I do enjoy hearing how you pronounce my name. You're welcome. Hi, Krista. How are you? So your first card is inner guidance. Okay. Or here, inner guidance. This is about initiation. And initiations are all about a cycle of time when we are learning, growing, and sometimes it can be a little stretchy. And we're learning. We're being guided and encouraged to learn a lot of things in maybe a short amount of time, or a certain amount of time. I won't even say a certain amount of time. Okay. And so this inner guidance, here's what's happening. Oh, okay. Whew, okay. This is why there's a lot of overthinking going on right now. The guidance is coming in, and there's a lot of static in your mental field, okay? There's a lot of static in your mental body. So there's some beliefs. There's some beliefs and that are creating a lot of static, that are creating a lot of static, and they also have a lot of momentum, meaning they were created a long time ago. I would say when you were a child, okay? Child, teenager, somewhere in there. And they're creating a lot of like, I gotta overthink. Not even that you're consciously thinking that you gotta overthink, but whatever experiences that you've had have shaped this need to overthink, because like you either want to ensure the things, that you're not making a mistake, etc. Not sure what it is, but here's the thing. It's creating a lot of static in your field, in that mental capacity, in the mental head space, right? And so since your crown is where we receive information, this is spiritual information, mental, we receive all of the information from our environment, from the collective, from our own field, from other people's, everything. This is where we receive it through our crown. So there's a lot going on up here. And what's going on is the overthinking is actually disallowing that inner guidance from getting through a lot clearer. Okay? Let me kind of feel into this. So there's guidance coming through and you're overthinking the guidance and you're trying to make sense of it and it's not making sense. It's not meant to be made sense up here. It makes sense here though. It makes sense in the heart. And so it's getting stuck up here in your head. It's not even making its way down to your heart. You're over processing up here, and the things that are meant to get to your heart aren't really making it there. They do it's not that it's completely blocked off, but there's a lot of static and a lot going up here or going on up here that it's really, I would say there's some obstacles in order to get that information down to the heart. So the heart's not fully receiving, not because it's not open, but because you got a lot going on up here, overthinking, okay? Which is a confirmation of something you already know, right? But like, that's how I feel that's kind of a description of the mechanics that are going on there. Okay, they're telling me that, look at the next card. Okay, so this whole thing that's going on, this blocking of and overthinking of the guidance that's going on, okay, they're saying shut up. This whole thing that's going on, it's causing a lack of trust. Okay. Hi, Erin. How are you? Right? Okay. So it's causing a lack of trust. Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. They want me to correct what I'm saying. It's both and. This whole thing is caused by a lack of trusting in what comes in, and it's causing a lack of trust. It's causing mistrust, distrust in yourself and in your inner guidance, your internal guidance. Okay? So it's kind of like a catch-22 that's going on. It's a paradox. You got a paradox going on in your mental space. So if you start leaning into trust, okay, lean more into trust. I know it might be a little scary at first, but what I'm hearing is to invite you and encourage you to lean more into trust, trusting what comes in without trying to overthink it. Like, you could even listen to what comes in, write it down so it's not in your head and it's not spinning around in your head. Write it down so you can actually ground it into something that's physical, and then like sit on it, sleep on it for like, a day, 2 days, a week, or whatever, just so it's not spinning in your head. And then if it starts to come in again, all right, okay, maybe go take a step in that direction. Another thing that I'm hearing to do is to really encourage you to meditate in silence, to begin to allow all this mental chatter to settle. And the more that you do it, it's going to help you become a lot more clear, because the invitation here is to get below the frequency of thoughts. I'm someone that can overthink a lot and overanalyze. And so what really helps me is to sit in silence and calm my nervous system, calm down, and just sit there. And if thoughts come in, okay, ooh, that's a nice thought. Okay, I'm just here. I'm sitting in silence. I listen to the silence. I feel into my body. And it helps me drop below all of this mental chatter, and it helps me become way more clear. Okay? So meditation and maybe writing the things down that are in your head so it's not swirling in your head constantly. Another thing you can do is, if you feel like it's an obtrusive thought, is write down the things and then burn it. It'll help clear it from your field. Okay? So that you can begin to actually trust what comes in. You got to start trusting what comes in, because your inner guidance, your intuition is what is coming in, but you're not trusting it. And so it's creating a lack of trust, but it's also because it's fueled by a belief of mistrust in yourself. And so that's why the overthinking. Does that make sense? Okay. Telling me to go to the next to the next card. Where this is going is freedom. Okay. Hold on. All right. It's so funny. Hold on. This is so interesting. Okay. All right. All right. Cool. You're funny, Ellie. Okay. But it came in like this. So it feels like up here, there's so much mental chatter and things going on. So it feels like a prison. Okay. So that would reflect this card that's going like this. But where you're headed and where you're being guided to head from your spirit team up here that I'm looking at, or not even looking at, but I feel is actual freedom. And so actual freedom is going to, you got to lean into more trust, trusting yourself, trusting in your journey, trusting in your internal guidance, because it feels like there's something in there that's in your belief system that is saying you can't trust your intuition. I don't know if you had an experience where you followed your gut or your intuition, and you had an experience that didn't meet your expectation, and it kind of skewed your beliefs on following your own guts and following your own intuition. And so it feels like there are crossed wires in there. Okay, so but this is where you're being led, is to trust more, so that you can actually move into greater freedom instead of feeling like a prisoner inside your own head. Does that make sense? Hi, Karen. How are you, my dear? Which deck is this? This is, let me know how that resonates, Leonore. I'm laughing at the comments that this person made. It's the Cosmic Consciousness Ascension deck by Jamie Price. Okay. That's the deck that I'm using. Let me know how that resonates, Leonore. Let me see if there's anything else. The way to clear this is to begin to trust. I could see, not to go into like self-promotion, I could help to clear this as well, because I'm badass at clearing fucking distortion from people's field. But the way that you can do this for yourself is you got to start trusting yourself more. Okay? You have to trust, because it's creating this whole thing that they're showing me. Everything gets stuck up here and nothing is landing in your heart, because you're so stuck in your head, and it's like, I can't trust it. I can't trust it. So it's not landing in your body, and your heart can't even really receive it. There's some of it that's getting through for sure, but it can't really fully land here. Okay. And that's creating that prison, that prison that you feel inside your head. What's up, Zoe? How are you? Oh, okay. This is really helping me more. I definitely need to start doing that. I'm meditating. Yes. So if you feel like you want to, if you feel like you missed any piece of information or you want to go back and watch it, I'll have all of my lives on my YouTube channel this weekend. Okay. But I hope that helps. That's kind of what I'm getting. I would say start there. Allow yourself to get really silent. And then practice all kinds of different meditation. You don't have to stay just silent meditation, but I would encourage you to start there. And then if you're unfamiliar with meditation, to, look up different modalities and different ways that people have, to meditate, because that's going to help you break past a lot of that mental chatter that's really, really loud inside of your head. I feel like there was something else that I'm forgetting. Yeah, get really, really short, or get really, really short, get really, really silent, get really short, what? Get really silent and go from there. Oh, also the other thing is you got to lean into trust. And, oh, okay, that's the other part that they were coaxing me into. The other part here is I'm going to ask you an open-ended question as like a prompt. Ask yourself, where am I mistrusting myself? The other thing you can ask is, where do I trust myself? How do I trust myself? And how do I not trust myself? Or what parts of life do I feel like I don't trust? Just asking yourself open-ended questions and exploring, like self-reflection around trust. Because it's important to identify where within you're not trusting yourself fully. Okay. So I'll leave it there. I will leave it there. You're welcome, Leonore. All right. So, hi, Lisa. How are you? So, Ellie. Ellie, my dear. Ellie, you paid for a whatchamacallit. You paid for a reading, right? Oh, that's beautiful, Lisa. I'm glad. So right now I'm doing my paid readings, and after that, if nobody else pays, I will go back to free readings. Okay, so if you would like to, you can definitely stick around for that. Okay. Hey, Alex. Let's see. Okay, Ellie, are you wanting to connect with a past loved one? Are you wanting to connect with a spirit guide? Or are you wanting to connect to a multidimensional aspect of yourself? I need to be sure. I need to be really, really clear in what your intentions are. Okay, but which one? Are like past loved ones? I need to know, I need to know where to focus my energy. So are we going into ancestors, or are we going multidimensional? Take your time. Yeah, I just need to know where to focus. Multiverse. Okay. I like these kind of readings. Because anybody can show up. Okay. All right. I'm gonna set my intentions. Actually, first, let me connect to your energy first. Where are you at? Okay. Okay, there you are. All right, I got you. So I'm going to set some parameters and some intentions, asking for only the highest connections that wish to come through for Ellie and her highest good. And highest alignment. Okay. So give me a moment or two to just kind of listen and see what drops in. Okay. I'm getting, this is very interesting. It's coming in from my right side, and I see a lot of pink, which is interesting for me because my right side will typically indicate a masculine energy, but I'm getting pink. And there's, not saying that like, masculine energy can't be associated with pink. I just find it's kind of interesting for me. Okay. But I see a lot of pink energy on my right side. What I actually feel from this is this feels like another aspect of you that is connected to the angelic realm. Very, very high frequency, right? Angelic, going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. This part of you, ooh, okay, this part of you, let me find the words. This part of you is an aspect that you can cross connect cross connect with in this life, in this reality. I keep hearing Earth Angel to be the embodiment of an Earth Angel. So this connection can support you and does support you. It feels like it's already there. It's something that you already kind of do naturally. I might just be, this connection, the way this reading might just be highlighting that. Okay. But it's super, super high vibe, angelic realm. I see a lot of very, very soft pink light, and it's actually funny, not funny. It's really kind of beautiful how it goes, because it's like it's coming from source, right? I don't want to get into that because that's a lot. But say there's one source and source would be considered white. And so there's white coming down, and then next we have the angelic realm, right? And so from that realm, I see pink coming down. So there's like white and then pink. This is more of like pure energy. There's no like embodiment. This is literally pure energy. So the way we might typically envision or visualize an angel, they're not giving me form. It's literally coming in as pink and white light, like very, very soft baby pink, white, and white light. It's pure, 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 pure energy. Now that they're telling me we're going to move to the next part, okay? All right, you're part of why you're here, or part of your mission, or part of your purpose, you could say, is to be an earth angel, is to literally ground the frequencies of the angelic realm here on earth. You are meant to embody super, super high vibe frequencies so that you can ground them here and be considered like an earth angel to, I hear everyone you meet. Doesn't matter who it is. Remembering this and knowing this and embodying this knowing in every moment can literally, I'm trying to find the words. The words, there are no words. I'm trying to capture this super expanded energy into words. Words are so limiting. As you embody this knowing of you having this other multidimensional aspect of you that is within this angelic realm, you cross-connecting to that, you embodying that, they're showing me an image of you literally transforming everything you see, everyone you come into contact with, just by sheer being in that state of being, just by being in that frequency. And the more you understand that, and the more you like truly understand that, because sometimes we can have like an understanding and then it starts to sink deeper into our being and we're like, oh shit. So as it starts to sink deeper into your being, you become a powerful, powerful source of change. Change is kind of the only word that feels like divine change. Again, words are limiting. There is some light language here that wants to come through for you. Are you, yeah, I can feel it moving. Are you wanting to receive this at this time? Whew. Yes? Okay. All right. Let me connect back in. Okay. So you're already connected. There's no way you can't be connected to this aspect of you, but we're going to activate. This is an activation of sorts. They're not giving me all of the information, and that's okay, but so go ahead and just take some deep breaths, my dear. And I just want you to feel into your body. Hayaliasash Mahias Shaku Mayalai Mahasash Nioe Yaha Haha Saka Uyanehi E Ahayalasa Uihi Ahas Ukui Ahayanahayasa Yahweh Hasane Oya Hayata Matuku Ye E kalea na toa sekia na tahaya. Alaya haala sakato mahea sekia shia sanata. Ukuye uhahaya. Go ahead and take a deep breath for me. Now I want you to focus specifically on your heart space, okay? Moliana de Hasakatoyana Tadia Satatano, Letiana Takadia Sashatoyana Natadia Tatokolera Tatania Ishikoyana Hasanata Hayasanata Hayasanatahu and Nantatiketu and Nantatatiado. Focusing on that heart space, taking those big deep breaths. You're doing awesome. You know, Maele has. So there's some activation of remembrance of your purpose here. And what I hear specifically is be open to receiving without like expecting a certain expectations. Like my purpose has to be this. Just be open and receptive to maybe your quote unquote purpose having some unexpected components to it. We're going to activate that heart really. We're going to really bright. We're going to activate. We're going to bring in super white, like super white light. Yanu yasana te hasana to umaya tayata ko wasata ashata tato watata inata wese. Yana wole yasana kato umaya ashata yashata shtu. Elena we yasana te hasana te ko me yasana te awale tato wasashata. So I want you to keep taking those deep breaths, my dear. There's a lot of activation here. Yes. Okay. I want you to keep focusing on that heart space, taking those deep breaths. Okay. I'm going to listen in. There's still energy circulating quite a bit, matter of fact, but I'm going to listen in to see if there's anything else. Okay. The big thing here was to bring in, I'm hearing star codes, angel codes. Interesting. I get different words here like star codes, light codes, angel codes in order to activate more of your purpose. Be open. Again, like I said, be open, be receptive to maybe that looking different than what you could have even expected. Okay? Just be open, like a blank slate, a blank sheet of paper, just being ready and receptive to the flow of divine energy that wants to move through you and as you. Okay? As we are activating more, like bringing in those codes to activate more of your purpose, this is also to activate more heart expansion. So this might also cause the release of some old stuff that the heart is holding, your heart is holding, or that you've been holding in that heart space that needs to go. It's literally not going to serve you where you're going and where you're being guided. Being guided to go. Okay. I'm helping I'm helping you to release the energy. So we're already doing some clearing there. Clearings and activations go hand in hand. So there's some clearing going on in the heart, but there's like also a simultaneous activation. So the activation will like also spark or catalyze the removal of old stuff that can't be there. Literally, it can't be there. If you are choosing to move more into alignment with your purpose. Okay, the next thing, there is an invitation here to connect to this this aspect of you, and the one of the ways that they're giving me is envisioning or visualizing in your mind that pink light, that pink and white light. However it comes to you, it's perfect. But envisioning that pink and white light and calling that energy into you, that angelic multidimensional aspect of you. I don't get a name. Otherwise, I'd give you a name. I'm actually feeling into that now. Give me one moment. Very interesting. Okay, you don't have to, but you can use the name Angel. Almost like angel, but with the IEL at the end. Angel. You can use that sound code, that name, as well as that envisioning that pure white pink light. This you taking the time to consciously connect to this aspect of you is going to, or can, or it will strengthen the connection so that you can actually just directly connect more easily. As well as I feel information that wants to flow directly to you. It can't flow through a conduit. It has to flow directly to you because you're the only one that will have eyes to see. Does that make sense? So it can't flow through another conduit. That feels, I'm just going to fill in a little bit, but that it feels kind of like that's the end. There still is a lot of energy moving because it's making me super hot. I'm going to start sweating here in a minute. So that energy is going to keep moving 24-36, next 24-36 hours. It's going to keep moving through that heart, like moving. And so don't be surprised if there's old heartbreak or heart stuff, grief, anger, old emotions that need to come up, that need to be purged and processed so that you can actually clear the heart, so that those codes that we brought in can actually penetrate at a deeper level, at a cellular level. Okay. Lots of water, salt bath if you can, and lots and lots of water. Okay. Okay. You're sweating? Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. I'm in my basement. It's cold down here, and it's hot. It's hot down here. Light goes, yay. Oh, you did? You created a YouTube channel for sound healing and my art. Yay! Okay. All right. So you're already, I feel like you're already doing the thing. This was just, it feels like it's to help activate that further. And to bring up some old shit that needs to be released. Whew. What's up, Taryn? How are you? Welcome back. Yeah, that was intense. Whew. Okay. um, Ellie, my dear. I need words. Hold on. Ellie, before you go, will you message me directly so I can message you? I don't like to message people because I don't want to people to feel like, is this a person? Like, is this a bot? Is this a fake account? Because there are fake accounts of there. Um, but if you would message me on TikTok, or you can even message me through my email, will you do that? I wanted to ask you something in privates. Let's be friends. Okay. Yes, let's be friends. But I wanted to ask you some questions and see if you were open to helping me with some things. Okay. Yeah, that would be great. I just don't want to reach out to people because yeah. That would be great. I'm doing well, Spencer. I'm doing well, Taryn. I almost called you Spencer. All right. Is there anyone else? Star friends stick together. Yes. So last call. Let's see. I didn't write it down. Shoot. Is there anyone else? This is going to be my last call for free and or paid readings. I'm considering logging off and then going back on in order. I think that's what I'll do. All right. I think what I'll do is I'm going to log off. I'm going to change my little description thing, and then I'm going to come right back. All right. Oh, you'd like a pay reading? Yeah, of course. Sure. Um, you don't have your name on there. What's your name, my dear? User 845760. Thank you, Ellie. I really appreciate that. Please reach out to me. Okay. Let me know. Kimberly. I've read for you before, haven't I? I'm still clearing. I'm still clearing for helping Ellie clear. Yes. Okay. I know I had. So let me know. I was going to log off and log back on. My Cash App is in my profile. It's literally the Cash App thing and then Angel Fire Star Child. You call them back. Ooh, that's a lot. Bam, bam, bam. Kimberly, I am, let's see. Let me tune in for one moment. Okay, I'm hearing to just stay. All right, I'll just stay. Let me know, Kimberly. Okay, in the meantime, you want to do another multidimensional? You feel like Adam will yell at you? I mean, I mean, it's really up to you. I mean, you got to remember that like you have choice and ultimate like authority over your life, whether your guides are yelling at you or not. But like, I get it. I get it. Um, listen to your own intuition, my dear. Okay, so last call. While I wait for it's to see if Kimberly pays or not, I'm gonna do a last call for our free mini readings. So leave a comment with your name. I have a question, and it could be general, open, health, career, etc. And no pregnancy or fertility. And then, all right, Ellie. I can do Taryn. Melissa, you're asking, is your mom okay? So this is going to be really short. Okay, so I'm just going to connect to. Wait. Let me look at your. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. I'm just listening. Just okay. All right. Yeah. So yes, she's okay. A little rocky there crossing over, but she's good. And is I get like healing. I get like the sense of like doing healing on her side of things. Okay? That's what I feel for you. But yes, she's okay. Allie, the only way I do activations is typically through my paid services, but um, I might allow it to flow more freely. That's interesting. Thank you for that. It's like a reminder for me. You're welcome, Melissa. I hope that helps you, my dear. Hold on. But like messages are different. So if you want to stick around, let's see. Okay, yeah. Allie, my dear, I do feel you. There is, 1 second. Okay. I keep hearing the word graceful with you and the way it comes through is like giving yourself more grace, being more compassionate, graceful with yourself, tender, loving, nurturing with yourself. But the key code is grace and graceful, like being more graceful with yourself, giving yourself more grace. You're a human. You make mistakes. You're learning. You're here learning just like everyone else. Have some grace. Give yourself some grace. Okay. I think who was it? I can't remember her name now. Kimberly. I think Kimberly oh no, she is. She's there. She's right there. Taryn. Yeah. Taryn. All right. I see you, Taryn, and I see Kimberly. I see you, Kimberly. You pay for a reading. Let me know how I can serve you, my dear. what kind of reading, or do you have a question? The cap for readings on questions is 3. So you get like 3 questions if you have questions to get like clarity. Or if you're open, whatever, let me know. And then Taryn. I see you, Taryn, over there. Okay. All right. And then while y'all are doing that, or while Kimberly is sending me her intentions, okay, will I ever get an administrative position at my job? Okay. Is that the only question we have? Well, let's start there. Actually, Kimberly, let's start there. And then if you have any other clarifying questions that you want to bring in, you have 2 more. Okay. So I'm just going to start there. I'm going to tap into your energy field and okay, I got you. You're asking, okay, so that means career. That also means timelines. Okay. All right. So the way I feel it, because I'm searching for your answer in a timeline. I do get one timeline that comes back with yes. Your feeling, your emotional state, or like your alignment from there, it feels a bit off. The interesting. Oh, okay. Whoa. All right. Here's the thing. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Sorry, there's a lot of information coming through, and then I'm like, oh, God. So there is a timeline that comes in pretty strongly with a yes. The other thing that I was saying is like, I feel like ultimately it starts to feel like it feels good at first, and then I feel like it's kind of ultimately starts to like feel a bit out of alignment. However, it does also, I also get the very strong sense that there are skills there that you will learn that will serve you greatly in your next thing and what is more aligned for you. And that's just all part of the process. It does feel like a pretty strong yes. Again, there is no like predicting the future because it's all different timelines. It depends on our choices. It depends on how things line up and timing. It depends on so many factors, but there is one that comes to me that's pretty strong that says a yes. Again, like I said, it feels good at first, and then it starts to feel like it drains energetically, and it feels a little bit off intuitively and emotionally after a while. But there's skills there that if you do want to go after that job and you do get that job, there's skills there that you can learn that are going to help you on your journey forward. So just know that if you do, and it does end up being like that, it wouldn't be a waste. Okay. Does that make sense? Do you have another question? Okay, sweet. Thank you, Ellie. I love it. All right. I will get back to you probably as soon as I get off the live. Do you have another question, my dear? All right. Oh, you're just open? Okay. All right. Oops. All right. So let me just see. Okay, they're telling me to pull a card. To pull a card. Okay, so we're connecting to Kimberly. The highest, most benevolent information, insights, information, messages that want to come through for her in her highest good as she aligns and expands according to her own choice and free will. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Oh boy, it's hot. Okay, we're going to cut the deck. So I'm already getting, there's like a, let me find the word. Let me find the word first. Insecurity? It feels like there is an insecurity of like the times that we're in. And that's normal, right? Because there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of different things, and life feels more unpredictable than ever. But it's this way by design in order to catalyze you into growth, like massive growth. And building, let's see, is it building? Okay, here. Finding the space within you, building the space within you that feels secure no matter what the exterior looks like, because that's also going to build resilience and confidence and trust no matter what things kind of look like. Okay, I don't know why that's coming in, but that is part of what's coming in before I before I flip these cards. Oh, all right, bam, and then oh, this is so whoa. Okay, all right. Let's see, what is this one? Oh, so interesting. Okay. So all your cards came up reversed. There isn't actually a reverse in this deck. I just use that as an extra layer of information to help tap into the different feelings that you might be feeling. The different layers of like feeling and things that might be going on in your field. Okay, so the first card is victimhood. All right. All right, we'll see if we can we'll see if we can weave this into your love life. But victimhood. This is about, if you look at the bottom, this is about releasing victimhood. Okay. This is, okay, it's already connecting to love life. So releasing any kind of victimhood as it pertains to relationships, all relationships, romantic, platonic, you know, business, friend, like whatever kind of relationship, it's releasing those templates that you were given, and I'm feeling it come through the mother lineage as well, that you inherited through your bloodline. So releasing victimhood around relationships that you inherited, that you created, and that you were that others kind of gave to you in this life, whether it's society, culture, etc. Okay. Let me listen for a minute, because it feels like there's... Oh, okay, that was the other part. Especially when it comes to romantic relationships, because any romantic relationship we have is going to be a mirror of the most foundational relationships that we had from when we were a baby in the womb to when we were 7 years old. So those are the key points in our life when we are creating these foundations and creating the patterns, the dynamics that we will then play out over and over and over again until we become aware of those and we choose to shift them or not. Okay? But it does feel like I get, especially in romantic relationships, especially in relationships with men. And that can be, so it's romantic and any relationships with men. So it could be father, any brothers or cousins that are male, or any relationships with men specifically. There is this pops up in my head, victimhood. Okay? I don't get anything more specific than that, other than it's like around victimhood, victim consciousness, feeling like a victim, feeling suppressed, feeling like you're not seen, heard. That's kind of victimhood, like not feeling seen, heard, and feeling disempowered, feeling like you don't have any power over your life, feeling maybe like a prisoner, etc. Anything that makes you feel like a victim to circumstances or to your life. Okay, so it's that kind of feeling. The next card that they're telling me to go to is unconditional love. Okay, and this came up. This came up upside down, and this is all about expansion. Okay, this is about expansion. So we're releasing victimhood. That's going to create space so that you can actually expand into holding more unconditional love. This is where the heart comes online to a different degree than it has ever been. So this feels like where you're being led to, and this is like where you currently are. So it feels like this is your current process. Okay, your current cycle, one of your current cycles, your current process. Releasing the victimhood stuff. So you might feel triggered a lot when you feel like a victim, or, so anywhere you feel like a victim, I'm going to ask you, as a self-reflection question. You don't have to answer it here, but as something for your own benefit, I would ask myself, where do I feel like a victim in my life? Where do I feel like a victim in my relationships? Where do I feel like a victim? Okay? And do some self-reflection around that, because it's going to start bringing up some old wounds, and I feel some anger and sadness that is attached to those old wounds. okay, that wants to come up to process. With that, that's going to help with that release. It's going to help the heart to come online a lot more and hold more love. Of course, this is all, you have to choose this. Not that you have to choose this, but it is your choice. So you have to remember that you are always in choice. You are always in free will, and you always have authority over your own life, what you choose for it. So it has to be a choice. Okay. Okay, they're telling me to go to the next card, the last card. And this was upside down too. This is about mental body dominance. So it feels like you get stuck in your head a lot, which was a theme that our first paid reading had as well. So it feels like a theme tonight is like really getting stuck in the head. Let me kind of feel into this for a minute. Okay. This, yeah. All right, I found it. This is indicating a belief that you are a victim. It might not actually be that specific belief, but it is a belief about victimhood that is keeping you, it keeps you in the head, and it keeps you from accessing your heart more fully. Excuse me. It keeps you from accessing your heart more fully. It also feels like there's some ego here as well. The ego is like holding on to these stories. Like, nope, this is my story, and this is my identity. And if I don't have this identity and this story, then that makes it okay. Then that makes it, if I release this story about who I am or about how I'm identifying as the victim, I'm trying to find the words. So if I release this story and this identity, then it makes it okay what happened to me. And then, like, I don't have an excuse to keep playing small, or I have an excuse to keep my heart closed. Does that make sense? Your higher self is doing some work around your heart right now. I can feel it, to help open you up and to help move some of that stuff through. So this is about really releasing old stories about victimhood, and because this also plays a part, all of this plays a part in your love life and how it shows up. This creeps up and pops, it rears its quote unquote ugly head in relationships, in like romantic relationships. And the more you hold on to this old identity of like victimhood and being the victim, the more it's going to keep the word I hear is sabotage. It's going to keep like sabotaging relationships. And they want me to tell you this. They're wanting me to relay this. It's not your fault that what happened to you happened to you. It's not your fault. It wasn't any fault. You're not to blame. It's not your fault. And at the same time, it is your responsibility to heal it. So you get to heal that. You get to alchemize those wounds into your medicine, into your strength, into your resilience. But it has to be your choice. It's always within our power. So let me check in to see if there's anything else. I think that's it. We got releasing victimhood. We got unconditional love. And then, yeah, that whole, like, it feels like your ego is just like really attached to these old stories. And it's keeping the head like trying to logic things out and overthinking, overanalyzing, and like trying to figure out everything from up here. And it's not quite deactivating the heart, but like the heart's not able to actually lead the way it's meant to. The brain's not meant to lead. The heart's meant to lead. The brain can only do so much. It's not meant to figure out all the things. I think that's it. I think that's it. I mean, like, yeah. Okay. All right. They're telling me that's it. Let me know how that, how does that, I need my words again. How does that resonate, Kimberly? Oh, you're doing shadow work. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Yes, it was for Kimberly. She paid for a reading, Mary Kate. I don't do fertility readings. I don't know if you're still here, Kiana, but I don't do fertility or pregnancy. But you said you're doing shadow work. That's awesome. I love to hear that. It's like the best way. Everything always kind of comes back to you becoming, integrating that shadow, becoming aware and integrating that shadow. Okay. All right, Taryn, I see you. I see you. Oh, hi, Sarah. Oh, it resonated for you too, Mary Kate. That's beautiful. I do facilitate general readings, like general, career, health, or questions. If you have questions, I'm also currently doing, finishing my paid readings, just in case anybody wants to know. Because I go back and forth from paid and free readings. Kimberly, if you're still here, lay down before you go to bed and ask your higher self to work on your heart. And that you know, if anybody resonates with that, that's what I'm hearing to say. If anybody resonates with that, you know, please feel free. But that's what I'm hearing, Kimberly. Before you go to sleep, and you're like ready to lay down and do the thing, and go night night, call in your highest self and consciously ask and give permission for your highest self to work on your heart, because there's some work that wants to be directly facilitated instead of through me. Oh, are you saying you're at work or you're it's okay. Whenever you're ready to go night night, that's what I feel. All right. So this is going to be my last call for any other paid readings. And then, oh, you're at work. Okay. This is going to be my last call for paid readings. And if you want to know, I have other services there. So I'm going to stick that up right there. 25 for readings. This is my paid. I know on my description it says free paid. I need to fix that shit. I've tried to fix it, but it doesn't register that I'm trying to fix it. But those are all of the things that I offer. If you have questions, let me know. And if you want to pay, all of the links, the pay links are in my profile. Okay, so Taryn, my dear, you're up next. And Taryn, you paid for multidimensional mediumship. And you said you're open because because you don't have any questions. All right, Taryn. Thank you, my dear. And before I move on, thank you to all who have donated tonight. Of course, of course. Of course. I'm always happy to facilitate, Kimberly. I also facilitate like private readings, private sessions, etc. You just gotta look in the through the link in my bio or my profile. It's my profile. That's not really a bio. Yeah, it's a bio, I guess. Bio, profile, you know what I mean. Okay, focus. Taryn. Okay, I got you. Yeah, there's definitely another. Okay. All right, Taryn. This is a galactic. I got a galactic. This is a multidimensional aspect of you. So this is another aspect of you, okay? It's not a guide. Well, it's not specifically just a guide. Okay? This aspect of you, I see a whole lot of midnight blue and kind of like just a dark blue, mid-tone blue coming in. And then I hear Sirius. So this aspect of you feels like they are from Sirius A. Sirius A. Sirius A. They're making a reference to Sirius B, but I'm not quite sure why. I don't know. So this feels like, okay, Sirius A, Sirius A, Sirius A. Yep, Sirius A. So this is you. I mean, you're you right now, but this other aspect, other parallel life stream exists currently. Sirius A. Just listening. This feels more land-based, less water-based. Feels more land-based. The way that it comes through is, and the way that they're kind of making this connection is like Sirius A, you could kind of think of being kind of cousins to Sirius B. And that's just speaking in terms that we would understand. It doesn't quite fully describe the connection super accurately, but that's about as accurate as as they can be because our language is so limiting. Okay, so they're going to move on to the next part. Okay. They're just giving me light codes, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with the light codes. Nia lau ya ha la me do hi shi nai le ma ayo shahi ala we na taiki ya ya lo ma ya ta na to ku wasa sha na to ya sa ta ya sa ta ya sa ya ta 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 ta. This particular aspect, this particular multidimensional like cross connection here, there is I'm feeling the archetype of like the warrior come in, and this connection is helping you, supporting you in like your light warriorship, being a warrior of the light and being like a divine warrior. Maybe not a way that, you know, we might define here with like military and like different things like that. So none of those distortions. It is possible to be a warrior of the light and to hold the light very fiercely, very firmly, and fiercely is the word that keeps coming in. So very, very fiercely. So this connection is here to actually help you, or can actually support you in really holding the light and neutrality in the light, very, very laser-like focus, very firmly, very grounded, very fucking fiercely. Like if you're thinking about warrior energy, they're pretty fucking fierce. They ain't afraid of shit. Right? So this connection can tap you in to your ferocity, which also will build confidence, integrity, resilience, strength. And can help you build a very, very strong internal foundation with all of these different components that I just listed. Inaya saha ta moya se yahana tai inoya hasashi leo hiana takaha la hoya sahasha do mahaya hasaha na taha atakututa ele amato wasa shasha yasha yasha na to huya sasha na to hada to hada tahaya tatata to tia na tahaya tatatu. Is a bit of an activation. So that's like an activation to activate your DNA and activate that light warrior. Some of those codes have been deactivated, so we're reactivating those codes. Determination, persistence, relentlessness. ferocity in the form of a light warrior. They're saying, so this aspect of you is connected to a group consciousness. At least that's how it feels to me. It feels like it's like a group, more of a group consciousness. Because they're starting to talk in we, and they're saying we are coming to you now in order to activate this remembrance. Because the more you tap into this frequency moving forward, it's really going to help you, support you in becoming the person that you know that you are in here. Becoming the version of you that you know you truly are. The person that helps others. The person that helps others and is in their purpose, is in their fulfillment, is in their alignment, that's in their joy, that doesn't carry the heaviness that you may carry now. Bridging you to that version of you that you know yourself to be, right here in your heart. It's all there. And if you feel into it deeply enough, I feel emotion. I feel like it might makes me want to cry. So I feel like it might bring some like emotions to the surface of like, fuck, that's me. That is me. They're working deeply with your heart and deeply with your DNA right now. So if you want to visualize your DNA literally being activated, any deactivated parts that correlate to you being in your power, your ultimate fucking authority and power, and being in your light warriorhood, that confidence, that resilience, that strength, that determination, that relentless persistence. All of the DNA that corresponds to those sequences that have been deactivated, we're reactivating them now, the ones that we can. That's what they're saying in my head. So if you want to visualize that, your DNA literally like kind of lighting up, becoming reactivated, starting to reconnect. Okay, yeah. We're going to do a little bit of work here. And we're only working automatically because we know that you accept it. So just focusing on your heart, feeling into your heart, because they're mainly working on your heart. And then visualizing that DNA activating, lighting up. I feel this as heat, this energy. There's a lot of energy moving. I feel this as heat. So you might be feeling a lot of heat or cold, or other ways The energy moves and signals us. But there's like a lot of heat. Oh, okay. Because it's reactivating the fire. Reactivating, reigniting. Both end. The fire. The sacred fire. I actually hear this sacred fire also corresponding to sacred rage. We can utilize emotions like anger and rage in a very sacred, very specific way to motivate us into action. And so it's coming to me like that. Take some deep breaths for me, Taryn. Is hot, is really hot in here. Okay. This activation is also there's some running themes here tonight. This activation is also going to help move some of the deeper heart stuff around that's like literally being held within the heart chambers. It's going to activate it to come up through the layers. So it's going to take it might take a couple of days. You might start to feel it tomorrow. But it's meant to activate and move this stuff out of your field and move it into your conscious awareness. So, you know, you can process what needs to be processed, work through what needs to be worked through, and alchemize what needs to be alchemized. Okay. I'm just going to fill in. They're still working. They're doing a lot of work. Okay. This was a light warrior activation. Tune into this frequency more frequently. There's an invitation being extended and offered to you. Again, the more you connect to this cross connection, this other multidimensional version of you, it's going to help to activate that frequency that they hold very strongly in your frequency. So the more, or your overall frequency. So the more you connect, the more that they will help to support you in really being able to hold that frequency very strongly. Okay. So you have more than Adam to connect with. And so if you're looking for more strength and confidence and like being relentless in your persistence and determination, all of the different components that or qualities and traits that I named before connect to this collective. It's an individual, but he's in a collective. Is it a he? Yeah, I guess it comes through as a more masculine energy. But I didn't really get that in the beginning, so I don't want to put that on there. I don't know why. I don't know if I slipped and said he. I don't know why. Maybe it is a more masculine energy. But it's very, very strong. Very, very strong. very strong, very grounded in his power. Okay. They're disconnecting from me. They're disconnecting from me, but they're still working on you. I would also invite you, again, like what I normally say, a lot of water, lots of water. They're also dropping the little thing in my head, the little idea in my head of before you go to sleep, or, you know, just lying down. Doesn't even have to be before you go to sleep, but just lying down and asking them to come to you to continue the work in a more conscious manner. And if that's before bed, you might just drift off into sleep, and you might wake up feeling different. But yeah, I would invite you to do that as well. Yeah, they're stepping out. Okay. I think that's the end. It's hot over here. It's hot. Adam's got competition now. How do you connect with them? They didn't give me a name. So let's see. The way that I connect with them, see, I feel into these things. So I would call in your multidimensional self from Sirius A. The multidimensional self from Sirius A that, you know, and then name all of those qualities that is or that is here to show me and help me or support me in my light warriorhood or light warriorship. However, like, think of a way to I'm not good with wording stuff, but like something like that. So just setting your intention and then putting it out there, and they'll come. And just setting that it's always for your highest and best good, and that they're the, you know, they're the high benevolent beings that are here that are from Sirius A, that will help you with your warriorhood, your light warriorhood. Okay. You can also connect to them with the color like midnight blue and like really like darker shades of blue. If you connect through color, or if color helps you connect easier, either way, it feels pretty easy that they'll come. Like, you're able to like connect to Adam pretty easily, it feels like, or at least you've been practicing. So it's just about setting your intentions and letting them come in. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. All right. So I believe since, oh, hold on one second. Okay. Wait. Kimberly, are you still here? Did you pay for another reading, my dear? Kimberly! Are you still here? Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I was looking because it looks like I got another payment. You did. Okay. Were you looking for multidimensional mediumship, or were you looking for mediumship just connecting with loved ones? Sorry, I'm losing my words. When I get all up, when I start connecting in spirit, I tend to lose my words even more than, oh my God, it seemed rather stern. All right, mediumship. They seem to know me. Well, of course, that's why they picked you. So mediumship, do you have a specific person or are you open? Yeah, they're definitely there to give us like whatever guidance or support or assistance that we need. So if we need a more stern a stern guidance, then they definitely, come in and are attracted to us for certain reasons. uh, you're like, I get all the stern guides. I'm waiting, Kimberlina. Okay, while you're saying that, oh, you're open? Okay, all right. So, let me write this down. Mediumship, okay. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. They're, they're like, we'll make her listen. I mean, they can't really make you. You have to choose to. But if you need more stern guardianship, then, they'll definitely be drawn to, whoever needs that. That's funny, though. I like that. So let me connect to you, Kimberly. Okay. So the way mediumship works is that, and if you're open, I will describe whatever. I will typically start listing descriptions and describing, the person or the being stepping, person, right? Person. We're talking about people who have passed. The person who has passed, they don't always typically give me a lot of information. Although I'm open to receiving it, just saying, Spirit. I'm open to receiving it, but sometimes they just don't. It's more about the message they want to bring to you. So as long as there's some semblance of like, hey, this is me, the message seems to be more of the point. I have had mediumship readings, I think 3 to count, that the person wasn't able to identify who is coming through. So if that does happen to be the case, focus on the message. I can only really relay what is coming through, and sometimes the message, or not the message, sometimes my translations can be off. Just know that I'm human. I'm human. I'm also constantly learning how this gift works and how to relay and translate information. Okay. So with that being the case, or with that being said, there's the first part is, describing, identifying who comes through. The second part is the message that they want to bring you through, or that they want to bring through to you. That typically will, it can be a lot of different things, or it can come in a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's energy work. Sometimes it's like light codes. And sometimes it's just a message that you really need to hear in that moment, or they want to emphasize. Okay. So just so you know, that's kind of how it works. And I'm going to connect to your energy and see who wants to come through. I'm actually already feeling like it's a male, because I feel, I'm drawn to my right side, and that indicates a male. This male feels a little bit more heavy set, I want to say. I see glasses. I want to say I see like a dark mustache, dark hair, glasses. I don't know if these are Coke bottle glasses, but like maybe thicker glasses. As for relationship, I don't know that I get a certain specific relationship, but I'm going to ask you, does the description kind of meet anyone that comes to mind? All the masculine energy. Your uncle. Okay. This is Your uncle. Okay. This is who's coming through. Dark hair, and I want to say like kind of curly, but short, like shorter hair, like a mustache, glasses, and a heavier set man for sure. This is in fact the person who's coming through. So I'm also okay. All right. I also kind of hear what I'm hearing in my head is like mijita or mija. Um, and this would indicate like a term of affection, a term of endearment. I don't know that he would have necessarily referred to you as mija or mi hija, but it's more like a term of endearment. It's like expressing love. Okay. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm learning. Typically when they have like they sweetie, honey, or like mija or whatever, it's like expressing love, the love that they have. Okay. So since we've identified the person, we're going to go on to the message. Okay. All right. Message. Okay. So let me just listen. I'm going to listen for a moment or two. First of all, expressing a lot of love. Again, I feel like that was expressed with the term of endearment that came through. So he's still expressing like a lot of love, has so much love for you. As well as pride, love and pride. Very proud of you. Um, he wants you to understand that from his point of view, you can't do anything wrong. There's like no such thing as mistakes. Those are human terms that we've labeled and mislabeled, and we have a certain connotation and definition for them. But like he wants you to understand that from where his vantage point is, you can't make a mistake. There's like it's not even something that exists other than here on earth. So any mistakes you think you've made, you haven't really made mistakes. Because they don't really exist. They don't really exist. It's part of let's say the programming here on earth. It's part of our programming to think we've made mistakes, or to think that we can make so many mistakes that we could never redeem ourselves. So I don't know why that's coming through, but there's that. Okay. Next message is a lot of encouragement, a lot of encouragement to focus on your healing right now. Because when it comes down to it, like I'm hearing 4. Like 4 years down the road, you're going to be happy that you fucking started now. If you haven't already, I mean, I don't know if you have, but if you haven't started your healing work or healing journey yet, he's just saying, like all I'm hearing is like encourage her to do the healing work now. Because in linear time, like I keep hearing 4 years, I want to say, down the road, you're going to be happy you did the work now and that you started it now. Okay. And if you already have, then take it as a confirmation. Like if you have already started that work, then take it as a confirmation that like you're on the right path. One moment I'm asking what this is. He keeps showing me the color gold, and I feel a lot of different connections with this, to be honest. One of the associations being Christ consciousness, connecting through, or connecting to Christ consciousness. The other, like, he's also showing me, like, you, but like gold. So, to me, that kind of, to me, that would indicate you being like the, I guess, the most aligned, the best version of yourself, that is also acting in or allowing that Christ consciousness to move through her and as her, if that makes sense. So it's what he's showing me now. It feels very like metaphorical for, oh, it's a metaphor for the metamorphosis that's going on right now, that you're moving through, the transformation, the metamorphosis that you're moving through, and that you're being, the word I hear is initiated through. But if you stick to it, do your work, your inner work, and you keep aligning, you do the work to align, and you keep doing the work, then he shows me that gold version of you, that like that's the person, that's the version of you that you're going to be if you just keep doing the work. It doesn't have to be everything today, just like a little bit every day. And you'll be glad that you did it. You'll be so glad that you did it. And here's the thing. I feel like it's coming through a little bit more vague for a reason. So like inner work or whatever other area of your life the work corresponds to, keep doing the work. Okay? He means that there's like a lot of different layers that he's talking to right now. We're talking to like really, really deep parts of you right now. We're also talking to your unconscious. Okay. Let's see. How does this correspond? He came through as well as a representative of the masculine energy in your lineage. In order to, this feels like the big message here, or like the last and like the maybe most significant. I don't know. You get to decide that. But he came here today to, as a representative from your lineage on the masculine side, that is helping you to release distortions within the masculine energy. as it pertains to work and productivity, and it feels like there's no room for fun here on this side. So is there anything else here? He's kind of being a little vague here, but wants to emphasize he's here to help. Oh, okay. All right. You remember when I said we were talking to your unconscious? So this connection, the connection that's happening right now, it's going to help you start to become more aware and start to recognize more consciously the distortions in in your masculine energy. So we all have masculine and feminine energy, no matter how we identify, and we all have like a perfect balance of how they co-create together. But a lot of us aren't in our balance of masculine and feminine. Sometimes we're more masculine, sometimes we're more feminine, sometimes, you know, we're just like way the fuck off, or you know what I mean? So what it feels like is there is within this connection, we're talking to your unconscious right now, and we're helping to bring some stuff up to, I've like my belly's starting to even like growl and make noises. So we're bringing some things up into the subcon, or from the unconscious to the conscious mind, so that you can begin to recognize the distortions and the imbalances and the misalignments within that masculine energy and how it shows up. Okay, your masculine energy is your action principle. It's like your confidence. It's your inner child. It's like it's that solar plexus center, and it's taking action. It's logical. It's electric. And a lot of our divine masculine has been wounded, or it's been wounded, and then it goes into either, you know, toxic or more submissive, you know, or wherever on the spectrum. So just know that he's not giving me anything other than that. We're he's utilizing my energy field to help catalyze awareness and to bring some things up to the surface, because that's part of what my field helps to do for people. But he doesn't give me anything much more than that. There's distortions there that you need to become aware of and recognize, because it's keeping you in a limited frame of mind, and it kind of sticks you up here regarding certain certain things. He's not giving me a lot. I hope that makes sense though. We're more talking to your unconscious, so it doesn't necessarily, it might not necessarily make sense right now yet. It's interesting. What is that? Okay. Yeah, my stomach is like like my sacral center, which is feminine, right? It's feminine energy. There's some kind of correlation there. Because my stomach is kind of gurgling, and it was fine before, but now it's like doing all kinds of weird shit right now. But there's something like a rebalancing, I would say, of masculine and feminine energy that is happening and occurring with the path that you're currently on. But as for specifics, I couldn't tell you. They're not giving me that information, and I will relay the information that I'm given. So I don't know. Let me connect. Let me just check in to see if there's anything else. That feels like that was the big thing. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's it. Again, sending you a lot of love. He thanks you for being receptive and open for this connection. And there's it's the reminder of like, you have a whole army of people and beings that are helping you. And he wants you to remember that. Because from his vantage point, he can see all of, he can see all the like you have a lot. You have a lot here. So, you know, ask for the help if you need it. Ask for the support. Ask for the assistance. Ask for the guidance. Because it's all there. Okay? So he just wants to remind you of that. Okay. He's stepping out of my field. I need to recover. I don't have a lot of language left, but let me know how that resonates. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Didn't have a lot to say, but you don't have to share. You're welcome, Kimberly. I hope that resonated. And I don't have words anymore. All right, my dear. So, since it's only 3 of us in here, it's me and 2 other people, I am going to call it a night. Thank y'all for hanging out. And you did. That's awesome. I'm glad. And other than that, I will be back tomorrow for Friday Night Live. All right. See you guys. Have a good night.